Hello again, and welcome to Retirement Coffee Talk with Sharice Rivers at Zinnia Wealth. Online at zinniawealth.com, Zinnia wealth.com. All right, you've seen it. I've seen it. You listen to the radio, you hear advertisements for gold. If you watch TV, advertisements for gold. As a matter of fact, the people at Costco are now selling gold. In the fall, they started selling 1-ounce gold bars, and right now they are selling $200 million a month at Costco of gold bars. So I'm just
Okay.
all right. But the Wall Street Journal did a story on this, and they said many of these people are trying to sell their bars now, and they're finding they can't get what they actually paid for them. So interesting. So 2 questions here, Sharice. Number 1, should you buy your investments at the same place you buy your mayonnaise? And number 2, is gold a good idea, or is there a better way to hedge against a possible market decline?
No, Randy. we go to Costco's for the TV and the wine and the meats. We don't buy gold the same place we buy our mayonnaise. I am sorry. There is something seriously wrong with it. And this is the part that drives me crazy in our world. I love Costco's. That really aggravates me. They're making millions of dollars off you guys. And what is so fun and cool about gold, you can walk in there with your credit card, and you walk in there with your cash, and you're like, ooh, gold bars. Okay, here's my mayonnaise. Here's my double stuffed Oreos. Oh, can I get a little gold to go along with that pizza?
That just
and you know
doesn't make
what?
sense.
No, and the people who are buying it can't even afford gold. Gold drives me crazy, because here's the story. And I know there's 9 out of 10 of you that are listening right now that know exactly what I'm saying. There is one of you that says, no, I did really good, Sharice, so you're wrong. So here, sound like my daughter. She does that to me. That's not good. So here's the story as you see it. So I'm going to give you an example of a client of mine. Mm-hmm. So they came to me 3 years ago, brought all the kids, and I have all the kids. They're amazing. And the dad and one of the kids, they bought a lot of gold. The dad bought $1 million in gold.
Wow.
And yeah, I'm not going to say the company, blah, blah, blah. And it's $600,000.
That's what it's worth?
Yes, that's what it's been worth for a very long time. I mean, years since he bought it 10 years ago. Well, on top of that, now gold has had a little bit of a run here. Mm-hmm. It's only at 700,000. So you got to be careful who you buy your gold from and what kind of gold it is. And I can guarantee you Costco doesn't have the best gold in the market. This is why you need a financial planner to help you say, next time you go to Costco's, think twice before you buy something. Think a couple times. Talk to somebody, because they have these things called spots and spreads. And whenever you buy gold, when you have to sell gold back, I mean, you got to find a bunch of people who would buy it back, but they want to make a commission on it. Mm-hmm. And the gold isn't worth what you bought it over half the time. So if you're going to buy gold, like for our clients, I will recommend where they need to go buy their gold. Number 1, if you want to hold it and keep it close to you, and you want to play a poker game and have a couple of ounces hanging out there and feel cool, hey, you are cool, because that is kind of fun to see when you got all this gold sitting there. But cool is not making you money. I would prefer you to have like a gold fund, and when it's up, we get out of it. When it's down, we buy it. There's nobody, telling us about, hey, you got to pay this commission to get out of it, et cetera, right? So we want to be careful there. And the other thing about gold, Randy, it doesn't do anything for you. It doesn't pay you a dividend. You can't collect income off it. It's kind of nice to hold. It's an inflation protector, if inflation goes sky high. And I know when people like on television or companies like Costco start selling gold, is because they know everybody's worried about the market. Mm-hmm. We're worried about inflation. So we got to sell gold. And we're going to make a lot of money. And then it doesn't always pan out. And Warren Buffett, listen to Warren Buffett. He says, if you bought gold 40 years ago, it was the worst investment you could have ever bought. Because he said there were so many other things that would have quadrupled your money. Yeah. Listen to Warren Buffett if you're not going to listen to me. Just know there's places to do it at. We don't like buying gold with our IRA. That's a cardinal sin in my office, unless it's actually in a fund I'm managing. And so be careful, because I know it's exciting. And I hope Sam does not copy Costco, because I think Costco is going to get a little bit bad rap because of this, because people they buy it. They're like, okay, we're going to make some money. And then they go and sell it. These people need their money, and it seems neat at first, but listen, let's have a financial planner involved, start asking some questions. We love to help direct traffic on that.
Well, you think about it, there's two reasons I think people buy gold. If there's going to be an apocalypse in the society, and then who's going to want your gold? They're going to want food and ammo, okay, if there's an apocalypse like that. But if there's an apocalypse in the market and you've got gold, I mean, what do? You go down to Publix and give them a bar of gold for your groceries? That's not working.
Well, I mean, go back to 2007, 8, 9. When the subprime mortgage crash happened and real estate was going down, cash and real estate and gold was doing really well. But there was a time to get out of those instruments because they go up a little bit. And I can't say past performance is indicative of future results at this point, but it started going down. So did you get out in time during that time period for you to actually profit? And most people don't, because they don't know what to do. They freeze, and then they're like, oh, I thought I was going to move. Dang it, I was wrong again.
So as a hedge against market decline, gold has a place, but not necessarily a real practical place. Obviously, there's other things that we talk about on this show all the time that you can go outside the market, not affected by the market, and you can have things that do hedge against up and down market volatility.
Absolutely. I mean, gold... when the dollar falls, gold goes up, and so does oil typically. But the thing is, do you sell it when it's up? And the answer is probably no, right? Historically, March gold has, tends to go down. Hey, that didn't happen so much this March, right? So you can't follow what happened in the past. You talk about inflation. Gold has also an inverse relationship to, interest rates. I don't know if people know that. So if you're buying gold, you need to know some of these rules, right? And if you don't, you could really hurt yourself, especially if you need this money, if you're running a business, or if you need this money because you're retired. So, be careful. Come talk to us. We'll give you some great education and direction on that.
Good to have a financial advisor on your side. And this is one of the great advantages. I talk about, building a retirement plan. Certainly, we need Charisse for that. But to have her as a resource for any kind of conversations, we talked about this in the past. You want to buy a car or rent a car? You want to buy the timeshare or you want to rent the thing? What do you want to do? You can bounce those decisions off Charisse and get a whole different viewpoint than maybe you didn't have before. Give us a call. Give us a look on our website, zinniawealth.com, ZINNIA wealth.com, or find us at 833-368-3680. We'll have that gold conversation with you if you'd like.
Thanks for listening to the Retirement Coffee Talk podcast. If you have questions or would like to begin the process of building a tailored retirement plan, call Zinnia Wealth at 803-368-3680 or find us online at zinniawealth.com.
Charisse Rivers is an investment advisor representative of Zinnia Wealth Advisory, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Exposure to ideas and financial vehicles discussed should not be considered investment advice or recommendation to buy or sell any financial vehicle. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Investments can fluctuate and when redeemed may be worth more or less than when originally invested. Financial professionals are not licensed in all 50 states. To find out if Charisse Rivers is licensed in your state, please contact their office. Zinnia Wealth Advisory, LLC is not affiliated with nor endorsed by the Social Security Administration or any other government agency and does not provide legal or tax advice. Annuity guarantees rely solely on the financial strength and claims-paying ability of the issuing insurance company. Any client experiences discussed during this show are unique to that client. They are not meant to imply or suggest you will experience the same results. By contacting us, you may be provided with information about insurance and annuity products offered through Charisse Rivers, NPN Insurance License Number 8718011.